Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats. In this series of videos, I'm looking at a bunch of sort of high-end boutique amplifiers because I'm trying to find my ideal amplifier, the amplifier that I'm going to keep for life. Now, in the last video, I had a look at the 2-Rock Classic Reverb Signature. And in this video, I'm going to do something slightly different because I'm going to be looking at an amplifier that I already own. And that is a divided by 13 RSA23. Now, there's a couple of things about this amplifier that make it not really the perfect amplifier or the amplifier for life, even though I personally think this is my favorite sounding amplifier of all time, but it hasn't got some of the features of the other amplifiers that I'm going to be looking at. So what I'm going to be doing in this video is to first explain the features and what the RSA23 can do, and then we're going to compare it against the 2-Rock Classic Reverb Signature. Sound-wise, this amplifier is my ideal amplifier. There is nothing that I would change about the actual tone of this amp. It's absolutely perfect. It does everything from sort of cleans to quite sort of raucous gain. You can't, again, like the 2-Rock, you can't do that sort of high gain metal sound out of it, but I'm not that sort of player anyway. Lots of guitarists or amp manufacturers talk about the word chime. Now, this has chime all over it. It's got so much clarity and it never goes into that harsh, shrill, sort of ear-piercing treble sort of sound because it's got quite a lot of compression in it. It's a 23-watt amp, first of all. And when you drive it, it goes from quiet to loud, and then anything past loud just gets more and more drivey, and that is the headroom on this amp doesn't really compete to something like the 2-Rock. And personally, I like that in an amplifier. I like an amplifier that actually compresses as you turn it up. So for me, this is like the perfect Vox AC30 clean on the edge of breakup sort of sound. That's what this amp is known for, and that's what this amp does best. But let's see how clean we can get it. As I said in the intro, there's something slightly different about this amplifier because it's not like a standard divided by 13 RSA23. It's more like the BTR23, which is the Brian Ray signature. Now, even though it says RSA23 on the front of the amplifier, it's definitely got some of the BTR controls. And I don't know why that is. I've got a feeling that this was probably the BTR prototype or one of the early BTRs. Now, this amplifier, if you pull out the volume control, it's got a drive circuit. So you can get all of those really nice sort of AC30 drive tones without diming everything. Another great thing about this amplifier is that even though, say, like a Telecaster bridge pickup is actually quite a harsh sounding pickup, it really smooths out all those transients and it never becomes harsh. As I said in the intro, this amp isn't perfect for me because 1, it hasn't got an effects loop, and 2, it hasn't got reverb. So all of the effects you have to run into the front of the amp. Now for me, this is my perfect recording amplifier. It's the amplifier that if I'm doing any recording in the studio, this is normally the first one that I plug in because I can add all the effects in afterwards. I don't really run reverbs and delays into the front of the amp. It takes pedals extremely well. If I put like a tube screamer in front of it, So now that I've shown you what the RSA23 does and what it sounds like, what I thought I'd do is to compare it against the 2-Rock Classic Reverb Signature. So let's go through some clean and drive sounds. And first of all, let's have a listen to the clean sound on the RSA23. And here's a clean tone from the 2-Rock. And now let's try some drive tones. And here's a drive sound from the 2-Rock. So there's a brief demonstration of the two different amps side by side. Now, let me know in the comments what you preferred. If you preferred the sound of the 2-Rock, if you preferred the 2-Rock clean or the 2-Rock drive, or the divided by 13 clean or the divided by 13 drive. Anyway, I really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe, click on the bell button, and you'll be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.